Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Intan Safitri, NIM 20045050. Izin mempresentasikan hasil ujian akhir semester mengenai mata kuliah aplikasi bahasa Inggris. Pada kesempatan kali ini, izinkan saya untuk share screen dan membahas mengenai ujian akhir semester saya. Baiklah, berikut ujian hasil semester aplikasi bahasa Inggris. Pada materi kali ini saya memilih materi How do mountain affect human life? Because paragraph idea is mountains strongly affect the lives of those who dwell in or near them. Because mountain soil in most places, settlements are few and widely separated in mountain region. Mountain people are usually independent. They learn to take care of themselves. The harsh climate of most mountain regions requires strength and endurance in the inhabitants. The presence of nearby mountain has important effect on the climates of surrounding region. Next, read the meeting material 14 about France, richest land in Western Europe, shown on the maps as follows. A. Location and boundaries of France's countries. France has many natural advantages. Her location is excellent for trade. The country has three important bodies of water: the North Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Mediterranean Sea, and has over 2,000 miles of coastline. Next, B. The Pyrenees Mountains, the Alps Mountains, the Jura Mountains, the Vosges Mountains, and the Ardennes Mountains. 1. The Pyrenees Mountains. The Pyrenees Mountains is mountains southwest Europe that form the natural border between France and Spain. The Pyrenees separates the Iberian Peninsula from the Europe continent and stretch for about 430 kilometers from the Bay of Biscay to the Mediterranean Sea. Next, the Alps Mountains. The majestic Alps are a very important natural feature of Europe, a 1,100-kilometer long mountain range with numerous snow-capped peaks. Neurophyllae, deep blue lakes, normal glacier, steep waterfalls, and small rivers freeze. Next, 3. The Jura Mountains. The Jura Mountains are a small mountain range that lies north of the Alps, separating the Rhine and Rhone rivers. These mountains are located in France, Switzerland, and Germany. In France, that cover the Franche-Comté region, extending south into the Rhone Alps region in the eastern department of Ain, where they reached their peak at Le The southern tip of this mountain range is northwest of the south department. The northern end of this mountain is the southern Alps. Next, number 4, the Vosges Mountain. The Vosges Mountain is a low mountain range in eastern France, near the bordering with Germany, together with the Palatine Forest in the north on the German side of the border. They form a single low mountain and geomorphologic unit of about 2,000 kilometers square. Next, number 5, the Ardennes Mountains. The Ardennes Mountains is a a region of extensive forests, rock terrain, rolling hills, and rides primarily in Belgium and Luxembourg, extending into German and French. Geological, the Rhine is a western extension of the Elbe. Next, C. The Seine River, the Loire River, the Garonne River, and the Rhone River. Number 1, the Seine River. The Seine River is the second longest river in France. Its length is 780 kilometers. The Seine River flows through various regions of France. One of them is the city of Paris. Seine River is a major river in northwestern France. This river is one of the commercial waterways and also a tourist destination, especially the part that is located in the city of Paris. This river divides the city of Paris into two parts which in France are called La Rive Droit or right bank and La Rive Gauche or left bank. What is meant by the right bank in North Paris and the left bank is South Paris. North Paris is more prosperous than South Paris. Next, the Loire River is the longest river in France at 2,020 kilometers long. The river fertilises its area of 117,000 kilometers, 1/5 of all of France. It begins in the Cevennes mountain in the department Ardèche at an altitude of 1,315 meters near Mont Gerber de Jones and flows for 2,000 kilometers through Nevertoo. Next, the Garonne River. The Garonne River is a river in southwest France and northern Spain with a length of 575 kilometers. Garonne River. The river begins in the Pic Anatole and flows into a tunnel called through the Toro of the Foro del Asguels and emerges into the Val de Era Artiga above the Val de Ern, or Spanish Pyrenees. This was confirmed by Norbert Casteret and included in his book. The Tears Under the Earth. It then flows through Toulouse towards Bordeaux, where it flows into most of the Gironde. The Gironde flows in the Atlantic Ocean or Bay of Biscay. Next, the Rhone River. The Rhone River is one of the major rivers of Europe, running through Switzerland and France. Before the invention of railroads and roads, the Rhone was an important land transport and trade route, connecting the cities of Arles, Avignon, Valencia, and then to the Mediterranean port of Kos, Marseille, and Say. Previously, sailing along the Rhone by vector took 3 weeks, now it's just 3 days. The Rhone is classified as the fee waterways for the mouth of the river Saône to the sea. The Saône, which is also canalized, connect the Rhone's harbor with the cities of Ville, France, Macon, and Calais. Small boats, or up to cheap EMT class 1, can sail northwest, north, and northeast via the Centre-Loire, Brière, and the Loing Canal to the river Seine. Via the Canal de la Marne, la Saône, or often called Canal entry campus at Borger, to the Mer, via the Canal des Vosges, former Canal de East Branch-Sud, to the Moselle and via the Canal du Rhône au Rhin to the Rhine. Next, explain about France's influence on the world. Frenchmen like cleverly helped us in our American Revolution and fought bravely for freedom many times since then. The French Declaration of the Rights of Man ranks with our Declaration in Independence as a great statement of the world educated by French missionaries or at the Great University of Paris. The names are Pasteur and the Curies in science, Renoir and Rodin in art, Flaubert and Stendhal in literature, and Degas and Rival in music are some evidence of the French influence of culture and higher living standard. Baiklah, sekian presentasi dari ujian akhir semester saya. Mohon maaf atas kesalahan. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.